Do you think Biden will definitely be the Democratic candidate who'll face off against Trump, or do you think there's any possibility that the Democratic Party might still have reservations about whether they stick with Biden?
US politics has taught me over the generations that you can never rule out any eventuality. And we've had extraordinary circumstances like Lyndon Johnson announcing in March 1968 as the president of the US that he would not be seeking his party's nomination again. He was not running for president again. That came as a complete bolt from the blue. At the moment, Joe Biden is the Democratic nominee and is likely to be endorsed by the convention in Chicago. If we had unforeseen circumstances, that could change. On the Republican side, I have no doubt that Donald Trump will go forward as the presumptive nominee, and there's much interest in who the vice presidential nominee will be for the Republicans. And this is quite fascinating. In anticipation that he might not win the debate, Donald Trump has announced he's already picked his vice presidential running mate, and he'll announce it in the not too distant future. And that's designed to shift the emphasis away from the debate in the event that it's a disappointing performance for Trump. It's quite clever, but it shows that Donald Trump's not necessarily as confident as he may appear.
We saw this week that his spokesperson, his spokeswoman, was kicked off CNN when she started to criticise Jake Tapper, who will actually be moderating the debate. Have a look at that moment.
First of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently frequently liked President Trump to Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome to come back and speak about Donald Trump.
Not much freedom of speech over there at CNN. But, Stephen, do you expect that it will be a fair debate with the moderators, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash?
By and large, yes. And I think the new rules with the microphones going silent when one candidate has the floor and the other candidate is to listen will work, so that we won't have the situation as we had with Mike Wallace on a previous debate, where Donald Trump endeavours to talk right over the top of Joe Biden, which incidentally did Trump enormous damage in the American heartland, and the Republican Party knows that. He may not be able to restrain himself. There's one comment made the other day I noticed: Joe Biden will seek to control the debate, Donald Trump will seek to control himself. That's not a bad way to approach matters. But look, what happened on CNN is just indicative of the polarisation in American politics.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very little divide, very little effort to bridge, and very little effort to have a civilised discourse.
No, indeed. Stephen Loosley, thank you very much for your insights this evening.